nearly destroyed the
Always thinking about people that have been here before us, because to me, without those people, we wouldn't be the people we are.
Yeah, you set yourself little goals, and then when you get that, you go, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm going to set my next one, and then you hit that one, and you just keep going, and then you look how far you've come, and you go, oh wow, that's really cool.
People think, oh, you know, the lights and the dancing girls and the ring and all the venues and all that. Matchmaking's the most hardest part of this because everyone's got to be safe.
Sunday morning on the Sunshine Coast of Queensland. If you're over the age of 40, you might be taking a walk on the beach, or perhaps a dip in the ocean. Or you might be here.
This is a story about Masters Boxing. To compete here, you need to be over the age of 40, although most in this gym are in their 50s and 60s. But more than boxing, it's about not giving up on life, your desires, your dreams, challenging yourself one more time, physically and mentally. It's pouring rain out here at the moment, but at 6 this morning, they were up running the stairs, preparing for a fight in a couple of weeks. No excuses. Everyone here would tell you it's always too soon to quit.
It was tough. Had a few rounds with the golf and took a few hits, but got back in and kept fighting. It was good.
Yeah, hot out there today.
Yeah, very, very hot, very humid.
You know, when you're getting older, you need something to make you feel good, and this makes you feel good. Just being part of a good group, motivated group, and being healthy.
Yeah, but some would say, how does getting a smack in the mouth make you feel good?
Yeah, look, that's what you try not to do. Our philosophy in our gym is to not get hit. We try our hardest to not get hit, but to do that you need to be fit and alert. So yeah.
Hemi and Keena and their little mate Roy are a team in and out of the boxing ring. They came out to Australia from New Zealand about 6 years ago and now call the Sunshine Coast home. This is where they run their boxing gym from, and it's the home of their Masters program.
Just like a family, we love everyone that's in here with us and training, and yeah, we just respect each other and have a laugh. Yeah, they're awesome people, good positive vibes, yeah.
Do you get some looks sometimes when you and Hemi pull up on the Harleys, like, you know?
Yeah, we do, yeah. People are like, oh my God, what's Hemi doing now? Yeah, we do.
What about your little mate Roy? He's part of the deal too, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's our family, yep, he's our buddy, yeah. Yeah, he's given us a lot of happiness and enjoyment, Roy has, yeah, and everybody in here loves him.
Being masters, they compete in age-appropriate weight divisions. Both are in their 50s, and both are world champions.
The red corner, Kina Howell.
That was a dream for me. I always wanted a world title and always thought I was too old. But yeah, well, that dream came true. And the other part was that Hemi won the world title too. We both did it together, we trained together, and it was great to have your partner and share that together on the same night.
And new world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, Hemi Niha.
The night you and Kina both win a world championship, my goodness, that must have been something special.
Oh, it was just, yeah, we're so proud of each other, but of our group, because what happened was we go to get into the ring and our whole gym is around us and we have to go through them to get to the ring. And then the job's done, we've both won the fight, then we've still got to walk through them to come back. That feeling is just incredible. It's an earned right to feel that. You don't just get it, you earn it. Slowly so I can catch it. I just remember that she came into the gym with her son, who was one of my fighters. He was actually a boxer in New Zealand. But she realised that she might want to have a crack at it, and that's how it's all happened. Yeah, she was fit, but coming into a different type of fitness and a whole different culture she'd never seen before.
It's pretty unique, I think. It's pretty cool. When Hemi coaches me, I look at him as my coach and not as Hemi. Yeah, I just sort of focus on the coach. And I love his coaching methods he uses. That's what's made me, yeah, who I am.
I could see the grit your teeth thing she had going in there. She was actually very strong, but didn't walk around tough. That's not what she does. But when it comes down and you're in the boxing and in the fight scene, she's a different person.
Every time I run up the hill, it's one round of the fight. And when I come down the hill, that's my rest. And I run up and it's my next round. My first round up the hill, I think I'm in the room and I'm preparing myself for the fight, putting my wraps on. I picture all those emotions you're going through on that first run up the hill. Yeah, and then the next one is the round one, round 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that feeling when you feel you're getting stronger and fitter and faster and yeah.
For her it was all about getting some personal strength back, because it seemed like it had been taken away from her. You know, as there's many people we come across that have that similar story, they get bullied. So, you know, when people bully people, they take things off them. So she just did something personal for herself to gain the strength to fight, to say no, to stand up for herself. So, you know, that I'm very proud of her for doing that, for making that change. Keep your hands up. Good girl. Good stuff, Kina. Come on, keep going, come on. Good. Like, I treat her the same as anyone else that's in our gym that has to go to war, because we feel, well, you're going to war. So it's all about head injuries, mainly head injuries, that you've got to be careful of. Hence the reason we wear headgear and big gloves as a master, but at the end of the day you can still be knocked out just like that.
Keena goes to war again in 3 weeks, fighting for an Australian title. It means as much to her as any fight she's ever had.
Yeah, because I want that title. It's all about the title and whoever performs the best on the night.
Why do you think this title means so much to you?
Because you put so much into your training. And yeah, every title I get that's in my house, I've fought for those and I train 100% for it. I earned it,
Okay, so we're even. Want to talk about it?
Okay, forget it.
We'll get one more. Good, that's all on the mat. Yep.
I'd met Keena and Hemi when they first arrived in Australia and were doing classes, and I got what I wanted from them that I was searching for.
What was that?
To learn how to punch properly. Definitely a confidence booster, definitely. It gives you confidence for life and everything that you do outside the gym.
Did you lack confidence?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a bit shy normally, so going out of my comfort zone here was major for me.
You know, the question many are going to ask is, why would you want to get into the ring when there's every chance you're going to get hit?
Yeah, I guess so, but I guess the aim is not to get hit.
Yeah, but it is inevitable that's going to happen.
Yes, it is. But I guess it's the same as life. Outside the gym, you're going to get hit. So it's about learning how to duck and weave, defend yourself, get back up again and keep moving forward.
So when you say it's about life, are you talking about physically being hit, emotionally hit perhaps?
Oh, everything. Physically, emotionally, financially, anything really to do with life. That's just how it is. So it's just about how you deal with it and move forward. My mum's a bit old school, so she's like, she just likes to think it's boxercise.
Until the day she gets an invitation to come and watch you fight. What about the influence Keena's had on you?
She's so humble, yet she's amazing at what she does. She's just brilliant. And she's not just a mentor to me, she's also become a friend. And she's like every one of us, she keeps learning every day as well. And you just watch her and you just think, okay, we can do this.
Will you have a fight someday?
Never say never. It is something that's on my mind to give it a go, just to test myself, I guess, see how far I've come and what I'm capable of.
And what about your little girl? Would you encourage her to box?
Absolutely. She's already got her own first little gloves. She's good to go.
Do you have a message for other mums who may want to box?
Don't be intimidated. It's great fitness. It's made me a better mum. My confidence level has risen. I've made some amazing friends here. Yeah, it's all good.
We'll see you on fight night.
See you on fight night.
2 weeks to go until they step into centre ring, and everything appears to be on track. The preparation has been intense, and you can start to sense the countdown is on. How's the session been, Hemi?
That's great, thank you, yeah.
But suddenly out of nowhere, Keena gets her foot caught up and stumbles while sparring. At first, it doesn't appear to be anything major.
How was her ankle today? That was playing up.
Was it? I never noticed it.
But as the rounds accumulate, it now becomes really clear she's struggling to finish the session.
How's Keena going?
Keena's good. She's done enough work for the night, for the day, so she's got a rest day yesterday, and then today she's got to only do enough.
Are you worried about that ankle?
No, we've got time to fix it, yeah. We've got good physios behind us, and I'll take care of it myself by massaging it for her and that.
Everyone acknowledges just how tough Keena is, and the she'll be right mentality is quickly adopted. But as the injury cools down, it becomes more and more difficult for her to put weight on the ankle. No one's saying as much, but at the moment the fight is now clearly in jeopardy. There'll be no stairs and hills tomorrow. For the next 48 hours, it's now all about rest and rehab. Hemi and Keena are certainly not unfamiliar with overcoming the odds. Hemi has a fight lined up in about 2 months. But it wasn't that long ago he was told it was all over.
Yeah. It was quite major, yeah.
What happened?
I fell off a commercial building and broke my leg. So I broke it in 3 places and also tore all the tendons and bits and pieces, a bit of bone off my shoulder on the way down. So just very fortunate to still be alive and not be really badly injured, because I come back from that.
How many pins do you have in your leg?
I've got nine pins in my leg and 5 in my shoulder.
So you're in hospital and they tell you not to fight again.
Done.
How do you respond to that?
I just smiled at the lady, the nurse that said that to me, because not everyone's cup of tea, boxing. But in the very back of my mind, I knew I'll be back. I wasn't going to let it beat me. I wish she had have said something positive, but it was negative. But I was strong enough in my own mind to actually turn it around there and then and just get on with it. Now I think about her often when I'm getting ready for a fight, or like this morning running up the hills and just training in general. So yeah, don't be beaten before you're beaten, mate.
How long ago was it that you fell off the roof?
12 months.
And how many fights have you had since then?
2.
I guess she was wrong.
Yeah, she was, but that's okay. Not everyone's right. Yeah, we all make mistakes.
The boxing mob won't let me fight anymore. They've already told me that because of this, you're out. I can still train, I can still spar, but I'll never be able to fight again.
There are hard luck stories everywhere in life, and especially in boxing. In 1976, Greg came within 1 fight of representing Australia at the Montreal Olympic Games. That loss has haunted him ever since.
I got severely depressed and I was overweight and everything, and I had to do something because I was just going to bloody walk out the front and walk in front of a truck or something in the end, because I just gave up.
However, last year he stumbled across Hemi and Masters Boxing and figured this might be his chance to redeem himself.
Right up against the guard.
And perhaps even fight for a Masters world title. But his dream was about to be short-lived.
Had a fight coming up and had to go and get a medical. He said, I don't know how you manage to go to the gym and train. I don't even know how you managed to walk in here today without being out of breath. It is that bad, what you got wrong with you. I said, you're kidding me, aren't you? I said, I just a bit short on breath, that's it. That's the only thing I got. He said, don't you have any heart pains, this pain, that? I said, I got nothing. I really think you've mixed up my chart with somebody else. He says, no, this is real.
So what are you waiting for now?
To get a new valve put in.
So you're going in to have surgery?
Oh yeah, I'm getting it done, and I asked the doctor then, I said, how long till I go back to training? He said 10 weeks. Oh, I'll be back training before then.
There was a double whammy. Greg's brother, who he'd been trying to help regain his health, suddenly died.
Yeah, that nearly destroyed me. That did, because I wanted to help him and he wouldn't do it. He said, I'm not giving up drinking. He just got fatter and fatter and he just couldn't move in the end, and he went into hospital, and I spoke to him the night before, and I tried ringing him the next day and couldn't get hold of him, and then his wife rang me and said that he died.
This is Greg's last Sunday morning of offering encouragement before he goes into surgery.
Into his ribs, Hemi.
How's it going, Greg?
Come on. I am going fine at the moment.
You happy with the session, mate?
Oh, bloody brilliant. The boys are all training well.
Unfortunately, Greg won't be able to watch Keena and Rob fight on Saturday night. He'll be fighting his own battle, one far bigger than any world title.
Yeah, very disheartening for him, not to mention other things in his life happens while he finds that bad news out. So he feels like everything was taken away from him. But to put him back around the ring as a judge and a referee and a mentor inside our gym has been the best thing for him. It's a real pleasure being able to do that for someone like that. Greg's a good person with a big background of boxing. We can't waste that. We need to use those things, those skills that he has, and put it back into people, which it looks to me like he is very happy doing that.
They've had a couple of days off, but the fight is very much up in the air. But Keena's back in the gym, determined to do whatever it takes to resume training.
How's the ankle feeling, Keena?
A little bit better, but it's not the best. But I can do a variety of things, which I'm happy with, yeah.
Week and a half until your fight, and you're still hobbling around. What do you think your chances are?
I feel good, yep, feel good. Doing everything I can to look after it. I'll be right.
There's a Tuesday.
You've got 30 seconds. Good shot, good plan. Good match, yeah.
Keena likes to follow a plan and tick off every training session as part of a well-oiled preparation phase.
Is there a doubt that maybe you don't fight?
Oh no, I'll be fighting, yeah. I've put too much hard work into my training and twice a day training, so yep, I'll be there. I'll have it strapped and I'll deal with it after the fight, whatever happens.
But don't you still have to get x-rays yet?
Yeah, I do, yes.
What if the x-rays turn up something?
Well, if they put it in a cast, I'll just take the cast off before I fight and strap it and then fight and then get it recast podcast, but I'm sure it's going to be just something minor and being positive, yeah, but it's manageable, yeah.
Rob drives 2 hours every Sunday morning to train and spar with Hemi's Masters. He gave boxing away 25 years ago.
So the last fight I had was for a Queensland title, and I got knocked out and I just walked away. I actually had a trainer, he told me, he said quit, and I took his advice, and I guess that's also added to the desire to get back and improve myself.
So quitting doesn't sit well with you?
No, I never quit. I never quit at anything.
Has that loss played on your mind over the past 25 years?
It did for a long time. It did for a long time because I had quit. I walked away, I cried, I spoke to my wife, we put all the gear up, we threw it in the bin, and I just shut down. And I think that shut down a part of my life that I knew was another me, because I know I'm a winner and I just stay on that track.
Rob, you give it away for a quarter of a century. How does it feel now to be back training and fighting again?
16 and I'm 53. That's the main thing. Just ecstatic that at my age I can push my body through my mind and get to where I want it, get to what I want to do.
Like Keena, Rob has a fight coming up next Saturday night. He's more than familiar with the routine.
Well, everything's comfortable up until that point when it's like you hear that first note of that walkout song, as like a million emotions hit you at once. So you calmly start to walk out of that ring. And the minute you put your foot on that step, that top step, it's like, yep, things are about to get real. And every emotion in your body hits you back again. You just take a big deep breath and you hand it over to a greater power than yourself and you walk forward.
So how does Carolyn feel about you making a comeback in your 50s?
Oh, she's yeah, well, she was probably glad back then, oh, I'd get rid of that sticky stuff. But as time's gone on, she's my biggest supporter, and like we went over to the US and she was just fantastic. She was the key to me being involved in what I'm involved in.
The last days of sparring, and while Roy's pretty laid back without a worry in the world, Keena's ankle injury is still a genuine concern.
Yeah, I don't let it. Sometimes at the end of the day when your foot is just throbbing, I just focus on the belt.
Even with her injured ankle, Keena has continued to train, but also keep up her day job, cleaning up to 3 houses a day, as well as working as a nanny. Robbie has again driven over 2 hours this morning to get to this final sparring session. The training camp Hemi has designed has seen them work out twice a day, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. for 6 weeks.
So, Keena, last rounds before the fight, how'd you feel?
Good, really good. It's good to get them done. Yeah.
What about the ankle, pushing off the ankle? How was that?
Yeah, that's challenging. I just learned different ways that I can use my power pushing off it. I know what position I can put my foot in.
So the preparation is all over. Now the contest awaits.
Inspirational watching you spar, you know, and just keep going. It just shows that age is a number. It's what you put into it. I really liked your effort and everything. I was really impressed by that.
And everybody, and I mean everybody, really stepped up today.
Greg has just been notified by the hospital that he'll be having open heart surgery the day before Robbie and Keena lace up the gloves.
As you get older and you get rid of that ego, you truly don't care whether you win or lose. You really don't. If you're not in it for the sport and the challenge is unbelievable. That's where you get your adrenaline rush from. So you've got to have your finger on the pulse in relation to your matchmaking. It's the hardest part of running an event. People think, oh, you know, the lights and the dancing girls and the ring and all the venues and all that. Matchmaking's the most hardest part of this because everyone's got to be safe.
53.9. You light us.
Yeah? You've got to match them correctly. We require with WBF an ECG, bloods, serology, medical, and I have a doctor in each corner. And at any time, the referee, the cornerman, or the doctors can stop the bout. A lot of these people are really finding themselves in their 40s and 50s, finding themselves and finding things out about themselves that they never realised. At the moment, we're on a real crest of a wave. It's going very well. The word's got out. I believe in the last decade there's been huge advancements made worldwide in regards to masters boxing.
Both Robbie and Keena have no trouble making the weight, but Robbie's opponent has been caught up with COVID and won't arrive in time for tonight's event. The only matchup available is with an older boxer, but he's had way more fights than Robbie, and there's some concern that he may be too experienced and perhaps a little too good. But Robbie's worked way too hard to go home empty-handed now, and they decide they will accept the challenge. But the first win of the day comes before anyone has even stepped foot into the ring. Greg has come through his open heart surgery. The operation has been a success. He's now on the road to recovery. Emmy, what do the markings, the tattoos on your neck mean to you?
They guide me, they help guide me. It's been put on there basically as part of our culture. It's a real mark from my father, who was a Māori, who I'm very proud to be who I am today. He's made me the person I am today, my mum and dad. So it's a way of honouring him. I see it every day when I look in the mirror, and I'm always reminded of him. But yeah. For me personally, it gives me the strength to have that type of marking on me.
On the day of every fight, they perform a karakia, like a prayer, sending a message back home through the power of thought and the energy of the ocean to connect with loved ones who've passed on, gaining strength and support for the battle ahead.
Nō reira, kia tau ki tata katoa, te ata whai o tata oriki o hiu karaiti, me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhina taitang ki te waira o tapu, ai nei, aka tonu atu, kia ora, Amen. That's part of our culture where we come from. Yeah, I mean, we're a long way from home, so we carry those things with us, always thinking about people that have been here before us. Because to me, without those people, we wouldn't be the people we are. We couldn't do what we're doing, so there's been a lot of things happen to get us to do what we're doing today.
Work if you're in there, look for an uppercut.
Keep working. Better right for you. Down something.
The emotion of the contest can be overwhelming. Robbie has lost his father and brother to alcohol-induced suicide. On a night like this, he misses them even more.
Have you spoke during the week about fighting for someone, Robbie? Did you kind of feel that out there tonight?
Mate, like I said a couple of weeks ago, a great man told me, he said, you know, take that spirit with you into the ring. And once I heard those words, I just went home and I had a chat with myself and with my brother, who committed suicide. And why he did that, I have no idea. But I just silently spoke with him, with myself. I got to the ring with a quiet confidence within myself, because I felt that there was just something that was passing a hand over me and guiding me to every second, every breath, every step, every punch. And it felt different. It felt totally different. I spoke with myself and with my brother, who I miss every single day of my life. Sorry, mate.
Boxing has given Robbie a purpose in life, but it's his relationship with his wife Carolyn that is an unbreakable bond.
And she is my strength and she is my power. And I know when I get in there, she's got my back.
And how does it feel sharing a night like tonight with her?
Oh, absolutely wonderful. We just want to spend the rest of our lives together.
Keena's opponent was strong early and the exchanges were fierce, but the longer the fight went, the more dominant Keena became.
a shot.
Thinking, okay, I've got to come up with a plan and box her differently because she was boxing me different to when I last fought her.
The other thing for me was your legs.
Yeah, I moved and I didn't feel my ankle, which was great.
All that worrying, eh? All that worrying.
Yeah.
Amazing what adrenaline does, eh?
Definitely, yes.
You know, you're inspired by a lot of people. Who are you thinking about tonight? My family in New Zealand. Yeah, really. Normally I have someone fly over, but they're all here in my heart. Yeah. And soon I can go home and see them.
Yeah, always there's someone watching you, mate. This is why you got to be so humble around the ring. You be careful. I say that to people, just be careful what you do, what you say, how you act, because the big guy will see everything. And that's the honest truth, that's how I feel.